Welcome back, everybody.
Coming at you live from
Episode 24.
Jiu Jitsu Dummies Studios.
Welcome back to the Jiu Jitsu Dummies podcast. We are sponsored by Fightback CBD. Get 15% off your CBD order at fightbackcbd.com. You can use code JJD at checkout.
Say that again. Say it again.
JJD at checkout.
There it is.
15% off. Okay, guys? Check out the new flavored CBDs they have for sale. My favorite's the watermelon. He actually did me a solid and sent me one.
Nice. Wife
Your
takes
wife?
the lemon,
Lemon.
and it's delicious.
Awesome.
Yes.
We are also brought to you by the Geniuses. Those guys are amazing. The Geniuses over
Smart
at the JJD, over at JJD Podcast Consulting. Check
If
them
you
out on
only
Instagram
knew how smart they are.
Think
at
tank.
JJD Podcast Consulting. All right. So as always, stay tuned to the end of the episode. We're going to talk about giveaways, and we've given away a ton of shit, and this is a ton of stuff. Bo, you got to bleep that out. We've given away a ton of stuff recently, and
The first one.
oops. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up or like wherever you're listening, and comment on each episode,
Yeah.
please. We do appreciate it. We do listen, and we cry ourselves to sleep at night. So thank you, guys. I am Milton Campus. I am a purple belt.
Purple belt.
Wait. Hold on. I can prove it. I got a purple belt with my name on it.
That's it.
Woohoo. Milton.
Get your own.
I am a purple belt at Fight Sports Coral Springs. You can check me out on Instagram at Uncle Milty BJJ. With me today are my co-hosts. I'm going to let these knuckleheads introduce themselves. We got
How's it going? It's Miguel. I also train at Fight Sports Coral Springs. White belt, 2 stripes.
2 stripes. He's a senior white belt. We
Senior
call him
white belt. I like
senior
that.
white
Dos,
belt.
and if you speak Spanish, it's dos stripes.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, y'all? I'm Junior. Back for another episode.
There's
Black
more of you.
belt,
There's
black
more
belt.
of you. You brought more of yourself today.
You guys are digging.
What's this?
My
What's
haters.
this right here?
My
I
haters are
trimmed
coming.
mine yesterday.
Hey, believe it or not, we got haters on the show.
Yeah, let's see what we got there. What we got there?
Got two of my haters.
Yeah,
No,
what do you
maybe
mean
just
2?
one. Maybe just
Don't
one.
I-
Just one.
I think I
didn't
saw a
say
little
nothing.
something just curl through the
So, like I
bottom
was
there.
saying,
I'm positive.
my name is Junior. I'm a black belt.
Belch.
Fight Sports Coral Springs. Felipe and Sofia Morante, my black belt instructors.
I like it.
We got to talk about how you do that. You just like black belt, Felipe and Sofia. Like,
Amarante.
what? Nobody
Hey.
gets that.
I'm just giving them an intro, man. I'm giving them
All
shout
right,
outs.
all right. We love them. We
got
love
any
them.
shout outs?
Shout outs, yeah.
course.
We
until later?
gave him. I did. We pulled a nice little snippet out of the last episode
I
where he
saw
gave
that.
him a shout out.
I spoke to Sophia about
a nice
it.
little, basically like a commercial. It wound up being like an impromptu commercial.
did.
So
Good.
we want to thank Flow and Roll. They gave me that beautiful belt. If you order any belt from Flow and Roll, you can actually get the embroidery.
It's
for
like a
free.
sturdy
So,
belt.
Yeah, so check it out. So something really cool. All right, so we know Flow and Roll. They do T-shirts. They have their rash guards and other apparel online. We were giving the code JJD out, and it was 10%. They jacked it up to 20%. So
20.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Flow and Roll. Go check them out. So again, you can order regular T-shirts and their printed gear, rash guards,
20%
milky
's a
shorts.
lot.
Yeah,
That's a fifth.
Yeah, yep.
They got some new stuff or what? They got some new stuff?
We got some new stuff I'm going to show you, but I always like to remind everybody, go to their Instagram as well. Check out the custom stuff that they're doing, which is really cool. So if you're a gym owner or you run a team, you can get your name put on the team, some of their cool gear. They'll integrate your logo, so it's really cool. So again, flowandroll.com, get 20% off your online order through the code JJD.
Well
but
done.
reach out to Sean. Give them a call or shoot them a message on Instagram, and talk to them about some of the custom stuff they do.
Tell them the dummies sent you.
Is that me all squeaking?
Yep, that
Yeah,
is.
that's
Tell them
me,
the
bro.
dummies sent you, right?
Yeah.
When you
So
contact Sean
okay,
from
so
Flow and Roll.
which one? I put one of these.
I got the palm leaves.
You got this is the one I put on my face before, so I know Junior's a germaphobe. So
Give me the American
so here,
flaggy.
check those out. Here's another one.
This one was
Flow and
you,
Roll
sir.
also sent us some face masks. I mean, their
This was
artwork is
me.
just on point. Did you see the rash guard with
Yes.
the Egyptian
Yes.
King Tut?
Oh yeah, I
Freaking amazing.
I commented on it.
man.
I posted a Kanye lyric.
I
on
asked
it.
him the other day. I'm like, "Who's doing your artwork, man? This guy's freaking amazing." I like this. This is I definitely like this type of artwork. What is this called? You told me before.
Dia de los Muertos.
Dia
Day of
de
the
los
Dead.
Muertos.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
So check
It's a
that out,
Mexican
everybody.
thing.
Hopefully, Bo's getting a nice shot of that. So one of my favorites. Now I put it on my face. So I got to keep it.
I could wear this now. I like this.
Yeah.
I like these leaves.
Maybe you should do that.
Like this.
Yeah. So we appreciate everything you do for us, Sean. Thank you for the cool gear. You sent us right there. You got a flow and roll shirt on, right? Technique over strength.
Yep.
I do actually.
right? And
Pretty
I
cool. I
got-
like this one.
Oh, let's see what that says. Forget rolling basic. I'm taking risks.
There you go.
That's right.
Both woo.
Learn from
Both
your
flow and roll
mistakes.
shirts. Again, thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. We got that hat down
You can do
here
that in
again that I
training.
dropped on the floor. Miguel, you got to do me a favor. Ready? Woo.
What do you need, sir?
Pick that up.
I got
There
you.
you go. That's from our
Hey.
website.
Check out our blooper
So we got,
reel
we
later.
got a couple things from our website as well. So we got a nice peace, love, and jiu-jitsu hat. This is a nice trucker hat. I'm keeping this one.
Let's see
All right.
that.
That's at the jiu-jitsudummies.shop.
Jiu-jitsu.
We only do 10% off, but 10%
that's
off with
good,
code
man.
JJD. Right, so that's kind of a cool hat. And then we also have face shields and
Support your local small businesses, right?
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's what I always say.
support the podcast, man. If you like what we're doing, just go order some t-shirts. But we added, this is the Gators. We've talked about the Gators before. That's got the
Damn.
Choke Responsibly logo on it.
Go Gators.
And for all you Friends fans who like to roll,
Yeah.
that's that
Actually,
Friends parody.
I like this one. My wife would like this, actually.
I
a
got.
lot.
Do I have that? That's the white hat that I'm usually
Yeah.
wearing. Has that logo on it as well. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for to Sean. This is one other. That's the T-shirt that I'm wearing. Woo-hoo. All right. And
Hey.
we got this guy that he sent us to Flow and Roll, The Journey. All right.
Nice.
You guys can check that out. So
You know what? Can I
Alright,
just say
guys.
something? These things
Yeah.
feel they feel quality.
the color and the shirt the color in the shirt lasts forever. Like I can
Yeah.
watch this a million times, and he's using quality shirts. All right. So okay, guys.
like that one a
Sorry to take up too much time with shouting out, but you listen. These guys support the show. We love them, and they give us gear for to rep on the show. So what's going on, guys? Little craziness down here in Florida, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, you're a conspiracy theory guy, so
Nah.
nothing's really happening. Everything's normal. This is all normal. What's going on?
Something's got to be going on in Florida,
Yeah,
bro.
man, it's,
Florida's always guilty.
Things afoot.
We got this little spike going on down here. Do we call it a spike? Second wave? First wave that never ended? It's kind of crazy. I fear for the gyms again, though. I fear that they're gonna freaking have to shut down, man. Right?
I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
it
that's
will.
a big.
No?
Yeah, I think that's a big problem.
You think it's
Yeah.
going to shut down again? I don't think so.
It just depends, man. People start seeing numbers. It's not about what we think. It's about numbers, right? So it's all a numbers thing.
Yeah.
So the more numbers get published, whether they're real or unreal, right?
Fake? You mean fake?
Well, I'm not. What I'm saying is, if those numbers keep driving up, then there's more restrictions that are going to have to be put on people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Can we control that?
No.
I
Well,
wear
mean,
my
we
face
could.
mask. I barely leave the house, to be honest. I went to the supermarket today. I won't not leave the house, but I do my best to.
You need food.
to try, yeah. So
That's okay.
we'll get a little Sicilian oven after this.
Yes, please.
My treat, unless you
Please.
got to go home.
I'll bring my whole family. And then it's your treat.
The wife and kids will be waiting outside
No,
the
no,
Sicilian
I'll
oven.
pay. I'll pay for my family
No, just kidding.
because I would love to.
All right, so we have something really interesting that happened this week. So let's start with, we're going to award our first Jiu Jitsu Dummies Foundation Scholarship, which I'm so happy that we're finally able to do it. It was a little bit sad as to kind of the why. So everybody has seen the video, or at least seen the
Well,
young man on.
Hey, let's go back. Right? Let's take a step so we develop this story completely. Right?
Okay.
So the Jiu Jitsu
about it.
Dummies Foundation, for those that don't know, the goal is to do what?
So we actually, when we started, we said we were going to help veterans, first responders, and children in need, right? Or children who did, maybe something spectacular and just deserved a 1-year scholarship. We're going to pay for their jiu-jitsu, their school tuition for 1 year.
Awesome.
Got it.
That's how we started. I came to find out that you were a We Defy ambassador, and I said, wait a minute, I didn't realize there was someone doing it at that scale. And I said, you know what? Maybe we should work with them. I became an ambassador, and we've done some really cool things with them now. So I said, well, we don't need two foundations doing the same thing. So I said, let's throw our weight behind We Defy, and let's refocus the foundation on just children.
Perfect.
Let's just do something for kids.
Great idea.
So fast forward
Fast forward the story.
Yeah, we've raised a little bit of money, and we are ready to
Award our first.
Awesome.
Awesome.
1 year scholarship to a child.
Suspense is killing me.
So
who is it?
By the way, if you want to donate, if you want to help us help kids, if you want to, whether again it's somebody who's doing something really spectacular or someone that's just in need, maybe parents got divorced. I mean, it could be anything, right? We're going to take submissions. This one kind of came to us. I don't want to say fell in our lap, but came to us in the fact that we just saw it online. We saw it out there like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But if you want to donate, check us out on GoFundMe. It's GoFundMe.com/F/Jiu Jitsu Dummies. Just search Jiu Jitsu Dummies on GoFundMe. You'll find us.
All right. So this little boy's name, right? This little boy's name is what?
Is Bridger Walker.
And he's out of where?
He's out of Wyoming.
Yep, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
So this little boy, everybody knows who he is at this point. Is whether you do jiu-jitsu or not. He's the little boy who basically jumped in front of his little sister and saved her from being attacked by a dog. And he had about 90 stitches?
90 stitches, I believe.
On his face.
He got plastic surgery too, which was good.
The kid is, just amazing. If you hear the interviews, if you go online, the things that he said, and I don't want to get too far. I don't want to get too deep into that. I know that the media is all over them, and that's a good thing. Get his story out there, but I don't consider us like regular media. Okay, what I do want to say is that we're going to award him. Would you say you like that?
Yeah.
So we're going to award Bridger a 1 year scholarship. We're going to take care of his tuition to his school.
That's awesome.
I've spoken to his dad via Messenger and just basically going back and forth in Messenger. We haven't spoken by phone yet, but I asked him if he would accept the scholarship on behalf of his son, and he said yes. So I'm real excited to say that Bridger is going to be our first.
That's awesome.
Scholarship winner.
I thought this was a wait, there's more situation.
There is, but wait, there's more. Yeah. So I was so, he's 6 years old.
Watch this.
He's 6 years old, incredible kid. And, then again, we saw the story in the news, and then we probably all saw it. And then we found out little guy's trained jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Him and his father.
So, and then we found his father trained jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
they trained jiu-jitsu together. So we're going to do the 1 year scholarship. I also decided to offer to pay because we saw some tournament video. So we decided to pay any of his tournament fees.
Awesome.
For the next year. So any entrance fees to a tournament that he wants to partake in.
He's going to Worlds.
Yeah. Oh, no. So we're going to take care of the tournament fees. Flow and Roll. I talked to them this morning, and they're going to gear him up.
Nice.
They're going to send him some rash guards and
that is awesome.
the whole nine. So I thought that was really awesome. Again, shout out to Sean. Now you know why we love Sean so much and why we love working with Flow and Roll. We are also going to make his dad a permanent podcast patron.
That's awesome.
So he'll be automatically entered into every single monthly drawing. We do 2 $100 drawings every month. So his dad's going to be a podcast patron for life. As long as we're here, he's going to be a patron.
You got the golden ticket.
Well, yeah. Okay. Now we don't want. It's a bad reason to get the golden ticket, but it's we're gonna take care of our own in this situation. So I just want to personally say, Bridger, your jiu-jitsu brothers and sisters out here are incredibly proud of you. You have just showed the world what a jiu-jitsu player is capable of. We're not crazy animals trying to, to beat up people and take, choke people and take satisfaction in hurting anybody. It's discipline, it's humility, and it's the bravery that you showed, and that's the reason why we want to give you the scholarship. So.
There you go.
Great job, Bridger. We appreciate you.
Right.
So I'll be speaking to his dad hopefully later in the week, and we'll talk a little bit more about the details. And I want to say, this is how I could, when you're like, wow, those are good people, right? When I mentioned the fees, he said something about, oh, well, we have a family plan, so maybe we'll just do the tuition fees. And I'm like, look at that. What a great guy. Like, oh, well, we don't need that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make sure we help them. We'll take care of at least Bridger's fees. I think it's awesome that they're willing to accept. And
I think we need to emphasize the qualities that make this specific tuition. What we're giving Bridger, why it makes so much sense, right? What is this kid? What kind of values has this little guy shown? How old is he?
6.
6, right?
Yeah.
6 years old. to jump in front of a dog that's running at them to protect his sister.
Did you hear why?
Mind.
Did you hear when they asked him? I don't know if he actually if he said it on air. I don't know if he just said it to his parents. But when he was asked, did he actually say it?
In the hospital.
In the hospital, but probably to his parents,
yes.
not to the media, not the cameras. When I guess his parents asked him, "Why did you do that?"
Well, it's more like a what happened, and then during that conversation, he said, "If somebody was going to die, I'd rather it be me." Essentially, I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact quote.
A 6-year-old.
That's a deep quote for a 6-year-old.
That's good.
Right there. That's parenting. I'm gonna hazard a guess that's part of the
some
jiu-jitsu
character
training.
in that kid too.
Yeah.
You know, you can lead a horse to water.
Yeah. That's a well-deserved
He drank.
scholarship. So
Yeah.
make sure that we know that scholarships are going out to folks like that.
Yeah.
You know, Bridger's going to maintain those same characteristics and qualities for the rest of his life.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see him on the mats. I can't wait to see him wearing one of our gis. And again, Bridger, you're amazing, and we're here for anything you guys need.
For sure.
So again, if you want to donate to the foundation, you can check us out and just go to GoFundMe. Go check out we'll put the link in the description for the podcast and the YouTube video. So it's there. You know, we'd love to do. I'd love to be doing one a month. You know, if the funds were there, if the donations were there, we'll do one a month. Yeah. Right now, it'd probably be one per quarter. So this is our first, and
that's good.
Yeah, before Christmas, hopefully we're doing another one.
At the beginning, you were saying one a year. You know.
Yeah.
So that's good.
In the spirit of giving, I just wanted to make sure that anybody that participated in the 10,000 Facebook likes giveaway that we did, check your inboxes. We awarded all of those coupon codes, so you can check that out.
Buy some stuff.
Yeah. Come check us out. One other thing, I just wanted to shout out another company. I got some gifts for you guys. I got some all the stuff that I want the hat. The hat's for me.
Okay.
You guys can take whatever you guys want in the way of the face shields, and we've already gotten t-shirts for
you. Get some extra brownie points tonight, Miguel, with this neck gator right here, boy.
Wait a minute.
I'm getting the friends one.
Bo got some t-shirts too. Bo behind the camera got some t-shirts. I don't forget about Bo. We got to turn that camera around one day.
What do we got here?
So. We got some really cool.
Javon.
The Jiu Jitsu Soap Company sent us a really nice care package.
No way. That's
Very
awesome.
much appreciate it. You know, I usually wind up giving it to you guys. We come back and we say some nice things, or you talk about what we like about it, or we give it to as giveaways to our podcast patrons. So we're not greedy. Cool. We're not just looking for stuff for ourselves. We like to get it out there to people. So
show that artwork.
So
man.
very cool. Yeah, it's. I didn't want to use anything until I was able to show it on the podcast.
Nobody likes slightly used soap. Just to let you know, that's a norm.
I like this one. This is the Pandemonium. Purple belt. So
ginger lime.
So thank you. It was I think it's Jay or James.
That's
or
yours.
both.
It's got black belt.
So we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the care package, and here you go. Check those out.
It's so cool. Pandemonium.
Yeah, man. So you guys take what you want. I'd like the Pandemonium, so you can leave that one for me.
Here you go. Put it in front of you.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Let's put it.
Computer right there.
Put it out there.
Bam.
Yeah, put it right there.
Dale.
Yeah.
How do you
All
make
right, guys.
You're so talented, Junior.
So we appreciate that, guys. So one thing, and I'm going to kind of surprise Bo a little bit with this. He just took off.
It's his birthday?
No, not that. We've been talking about, I was just talking to him on the phone the other day, and I'm like, oh, you got to start doing jiu-jitsu. You got to be, we either got to get Bo on the mats up here and get him do a little training, or we gotta get him a school down in Miami. Yeah. Now I've expressed to him that when I talk about personalities, like he's got that. Look at the guy.
He's got the spats. He's got the spats look. He likes
he
could do some nogi. He looks like a nogi guy.
He does look like a nogi guy.
He does look like a nogi guy. He looks like a guy that could go hang out with Cyborg when they do the jiu-jitsu in the park on a Saturday afternoon under the sun. Yeah. Like he needs to be out there. He's talked a little. He said, "Yeah, I want to learn." We got to get Bo on the mat. So Bo, you either got to come and train with us up here.
We got to gear him up. Got to gear him up. There's no question as to what he needs to do if he's
creative mind. Imagine that creativity.
If not fight sport, I told him, I said, the closer we got to get you a gym that's nice and close to the water, because I feel like that would be more your speed.
Yeah.
Because this guy's like surfer dude, laid back. That's Bo. he needs that. That would be his crowd. I'm trying to tell him
Kurt
that
Osiander. He's got that Kurt Osiander.
Yeah,
he's just
right.
Like 100 pounds
like
lighter.
A skinny Kurt.
100 pounds lighter.
Bo has no clue who that is, but Bo, we
want
to get you on the map, Bo. So you gotta talk to us about giving us a little time. I wish we had a camera back on him and see him smiling. But Bo, if you don't know who the hell we're talking about, Bo's our production guy. He's the executive producer of the show. He's the guy behind the camera. He's the guy who is handling this new setup that we have where we've got multiple cameras in the studio now. So he's the guy that does these videos, these logo scrolls.
Well,
he's awesome.
Everything that he does.
So we're gonna get you on the map. Bo. I'm gonna keep bothering you about it till you start training. So my knee's almost better. So I even told him, I said, hey, listen, we'll get some mats. Throw them down the park.
Did that regenerate your knee?
Regenerated. Yeah, my freaking tears. That doctor, man.
He's like Wolverine.
I feel good, man. This chair is so freaking loud. I mean, you getting all that screeching, Bo? You are getting it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Don't move, Milt. Congrats on the house.
Thank you very much.
You've been house hunting.
Just got a house.
You just found a little something. I'm a little jealous.
Nope,
don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
There's mats going in the garage. Trying to get this house sold.
We're throwing down some lacquer on the floor. What's that stuff called?
Oh, epoxy.
Some epoxy.
I'm gonna do some epoxy flooring. I'm gonna get some mats.
Oh, you got it all.
It's already designated. It's a Pojada room, bro.
Yeah, it's a Pojada room.
Yes. We're all
Get
set.
some.
All right, listen,
Signed
guys.
and sealed.
Don't give out that address yet.
So this is an important one. I know. Did you guys watch the Third Coast Grappling Kumite last week?
Sure did.
Anyone? I know he did. I did. You're not there yet. You're not watching tournament jiu-jitsu yet.
It had everything you
well
could ever want.
They did a money raise. They did a money raise with We Defy.
We did.
They raised $12,000 over the weekend. Mm-hmm. So $12,000. And look, for those of you who don't know who they are, okay, they provide therapeutic relief to disabled combat veterans through jiu-jitsu. You can check them out and donate anytime at WeDefyFoundation.org. On Instagram, you can check out at WeDefyFoundation. And we did the Zoom. We're trying to schedule the next Zoom, which would be, if you donate, we'll do a private Zoom with a jiu-jitsu, I'll just say, quote-unquote, superstar. Somebody that, like we did the first one with the founders of
We Defy.
Yeah. So that was really cool. We had a lot of fun. So they're doing a lot for the community. Shout out to Third Coast Grappling for what you did. And, it was the Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan did a main event.
Yeah. We did some interviews. We did some interviews down in South Beach.
Way back.
Bo and I, yeah.
That was the Third Coast Grappling event?
No, that was another event, but we did an interview with some of those.
That was the Substars event. Yeah. And Junior wound up going out there and did some awesome impromptu interviews with Gordon Ryan, Gary Tonin, Natalia,
Nikki Rod.
So that was really great. And again, it's look, there are a lot of people. I'm happy to say that we're in this little group of people.
Soap down.
Man down. We're in this little crew of people doing some, trying to do some good things within this jiu-jitsu community. So happy to be mentioning, these people who, we're aspiring to be like these other companies and other events. So again, shout out to Third Coast Grappling. The Kumites have been great. Nice large prizes that they're awarding, 10K, which is really nice.
That's good for the fighters.
And again, they raised $12K over the weekend. And We Defy right before that, I'm sure you've seen the post. They raised a whole bunch of money. TJ Kreitzer, who was on the show, did a money raise for his birthday, and it extended through July. And they just raised, I think, $6,000 or $7,000.
Wow.
So just over the course of the last couple of weeks, in the middle of a quarantine with all this craziness, people are still willing to do something good. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much close to $20,000.
Jiu Jitsu Dummies is a resource. So if folks need us, if you're a vet out there, you need some help. Yeah. Hey, if you're on the mats already, or if you're exploring getting into jiu-jitsu, but you're not sure where to go, hey, give us a call. We'll put you in connection with
hit up the DMs too. Dummies, we're real people, right?
Reach out to them directly.
Ready to talk.
And we'll go. Let's go back to. Let's just mention again, Fight Back CBD. I usually talk about the end of the episode. I think it's worth repeating again. The company that we keep. Justin is giving back to the jiu-jitsu community.
Right.
He's helping people with substance abuse issues find jiu-jitsu and kind of, recuperate through jiu-jitsu. It's amazing. I mean, it's like when you're ordering from Fight Back, you're getting something that you need, and you are helping him help people with issues or previous substance abuse issues find jiu-jitsu. He's getting them gis. He's helping, just like we're doing with Bridger. He's helping people pay for their fees, their school fees, and help with their recovery.
And I was saying I actually went back and I rewatched the episode when he was on, and he makes it abundantly clear. He's like, you're not getting anything special. You're getting the same thing.
Yeah.
That everybody else
price.
is selling
at a good price.
Mm-hmm. And if I could afford to take a hit, so you think that affordability allows you to make the purchase for yourself because it's at a good price point and it's going to help some. That dude's he's doing everything for the right reasons.
Yeah, go check them out.
Right,
he's amazing, and anything we could do to help out anybody out there that's doing anything like that. As a matter of fact, next week's guest, I'm not going to say it, but next week's guest is doing something great in the jiu-jitsu world as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was really, really super impressed with the conversations I had with him, and it didn't take me more than 5 minutes. I said, number one, I don't know where you're getting the energy to do all this stuff. He's got like 3 podcasts. That's going to be a great interview.
It's going to be a great
taking people
interview.
to waterfalls and to wolf sanctuaries. I'm just like,
that's a lot of clues, man.
So yes.
If you guess who this guy is, I'll give you a prize. I'll give you a prize. Because I don't even know. So if you guess MLJ Rico,
so
I'll give you a prize.
In the spirit of continuing to give stuff away, Miguel and I were talking about what new contest could we do? What else kind of like cool and new could we do? So I was thinking about, and I don't know who mentioned it to me, but I stole the idea, but I think we've gotten a few pictures of people like sending us like a snapshot of them listening to the podcast. We had one young lady who was like, she was rolling, and then she posted the roll. But then in the comments, she was like, listening to the Jiu Jitsu Dummies podcast and showing her training. So we want you to send us, send us a picture of where you're listening to us. Okay. Where, when, how, we want something kind of cool. Like we want it to be crazy, like
creative.
Yeah. Be creative.
Yeah.
And we're gonna award you a gi from Flow and Roll.
Nice. When's that for? When are you doing that for?
I said let's award it at the end. What's today? I said the end of July. That gives us a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
This will be out for about a week and change.
We're about in the middle.
Yeah. All right. So let's just post online, post on Instagram, post on Facebook, tag us. Make sure we see it. Make sure I see it. And we're gonna pick our favorite. We'll the three of us, good. Maybe Mauricio if he ever shows.
I need another gi.
Mauricio doesn't get a vote because he didn't show up today.
Yeah,
but we're gonna leave him out.
Mauricio.
There's your
Big
shout out, Mauricio. Right?
What's up?
Boo. So we'll figure out we'll look at the submissions and we'll see which one we like the best. And
that sounds good.
Again, get creative. So we'll do that at the end of the month. All right. So let's do now. Things have been crazy. Things have been busy. So I didn't post early enough to get any good listener questions.
Yeah.
So we've got something else that we're going to use. We've got these cards from a company called Pod Deck, which are just basically like if you run a podcast, you get like some general questions to keep a conversation going. So we're going to take this. Well, I bought them.
I know.
I bought 5. I bought 5 of the decks. I bought the premium.
It's really like whoever makes this stuff up, man.
Shout out to Pod Decks because when I opened them and I looked at them, I'm like, this is great. Like we just got to insert jiu-jitsu. Yep. We got to insert jiu-jitsu into the conversation. So instead of the typical listener questions,
all right, let's do
we're
that.
We're going to use these today.
Just pick
we're
going
to use the. Okay, I'll go first.
Just
right,
pick
cool.
one. Let's see what happens.
All right, so again, as it relates to jiu-jitsu, what's one bad habit you're trying to get rid of?
Can you go first?
One bad habit.
What is the one bad habit?
I have a lot of bad habits.
You're trying to get as it relates to jiu-jitsu, what's the one bad habit?
Jiu-jitsu related, I probably have a lot of bad habits. But one.
Bring it.
I would say not getting submitted.
Actually,
that's a bad habit of not getting submitted?
Yeah, I don't want to get submitted.
Oh, so you're taking
submit you on the regular. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get submitted.
Oh, you don't want to get submitted. So your one bad habit is trying not to get submitted.
There you go.
So is that a bad habit? That should be a goal. No, that's a goal.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, here's a bad habit.
Buddha.
Here's a bad habit that I have. I don't do things with enough certainty or like confidence, I guess.
Authority.
Yeah, I need to work on more like even though it is a flow, I shouldn't cheat the steps. I feel like sometimes I cheat a step.
Kind of like you cheated me out of my time just now.
Yeah. Like that. Well, you mentioned a habit.
Like the
That's
thing.
one thing.
I mean, not a habit, a goal.
A habit
So
is getting
are you trying to say
repeatedly
you get
submitted.
submitted a lot? Yeah. All right.
So you should roll more conservatively
Okay.
instead of going for it.
That's what I need to learn. And I need to get rid of that bad habit.
Woosah. I don't have earlobes right now, but
I got one. So
let's
my
hear
bad
about it.
habit is definitely not tapping. My knee's the perfect example. I'll go. I'll get hurt.
How are you
going to
do that? How are you going to do that?
What's that?
How are you going to do that?
Just when I get back on the mat, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more humble. I got to be. I really do have to take my own advice and say, like, the whole, you don't lose, you win. I say it. I repeat those things that I've heard other people say, and I don't do it. I'm very prideful. Is that right? I'm very prideful.
Yeah.
And
You gotta
I mean,
leave
it's
your
got to
ego.
really
You gotta leave your ego
at the door. I don't leave it at the door.
There you go.
I think there was another question in there somewhere that we probably looked at before. Sometimes there's just people I don't want to tap to.
I see what you're
I
saying.
can't tap to
But
that guy.
That's
being
ego.
That's
You know
ego.
who you
That's
are.
too prideful.
Yeah,
You're too
that's pride.
prideful.
I know, but that's that's the thing. It's
That's
like
a sin.
It's a lot more than just a sin. It's just a virtue thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
guess.
your ego is not letting you overcome that specific
Dude,
thing.
if you let that guy that doesn't want to tap you, like I feel like you've probably tapped that person so many times that it's gonna register as a blip on their radar, but they're not gonna think too much into it to be like, oh, I got lucky once.
I'm gonna tell you a Larry story. Larry,
shout
where
out,
you at, Larry.
Where you been, Larry?
Larry has not been around. I don't know where he is. I think he moved up to one of the Carolinas. Larry, before he got his blue belt, Larry rolls hard. For those of you who don't know Larry, he looks like a freaking
Tiger Claw
like
Larry.
Yeah, Tiger Claw Larry. Doesn't trim those nails. Trim those nails, Larry.
Tiger Claw.
So he very tough, small, compact, big dude, strong, young, and he rolls hard. There's no flowing with Larry. He's one of those. He's one of those we're gonna flow, Larry, right?
Every day's Mundial.
Yeah. Yes.
You're going for it.
So, and this is a story that should help me, that I should always remember when I'm thinking about like I should be tapping more.
Yeah, you should be humble.
So this was we were rolling hard. Caught me in an arm bar. I tapped. Now again, I did not leave my ego at the door. So I look over and I said to myself, if this MFer
Did he go like this?
starts to smile. Yeah. That's what I said. I go, I'm about to get up. This is all, split second things that are going through your head. If I get up and this MFer starts to celebrate, I'm gonna murder him on the next on the next roll.
Coach, put 5 more minutes on that clock.
Yeah. And I got up and he was ready there. It wasn't smiling.
Good.
Didn't say a word.
Yeah.
I just gave him the nod, and we went right back at it. And then
That's good. That's good.
Then I crushed him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I tap you,
Then
I'm
I crushed
gonna
him.
smirk.
I got his hand.
You got him with the.
I got his arm hanging in the living room.
You didn't hit him with the Abu Ghraib?
I probably did many times.
Revenge.
But you know what? I didn't. I have to think about that time. In all seriousness, and that's the time I need to think about where it didn't hurt so much.
Yeah.
I just think it's that lower belt. Like the ego is like, can't let this lower belt tap me. But yeah. So I got to think about that. So let's go to another question. Go ahead.
Let's let Junior pick.
Let's do it, Junior. Grab a good question.
Am I reading this out too?
Sure.
Yeah, man. You can still read, right?
All right. As it pertains to jiu-jitsu, what are you currently curious about?
Leg locks.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to learn the move that Coach did on me, and I need to learn that sweep because I love the lockdown. It was a lock. I was in the lockdown. I'm on top of him in a cross collar choke, using all my might, and it was kind of like a little bit across his face, so it was a little bit of a
little dirty.
Yeah, a little dirty. Yeah, disrespectful to my coach.
I got you.
And that sweep, that's the sweep that I've been trying to learn. I always get in the lockdown or the electric chair. Some people call it the electric chair, or wrestlers call it the banana split. So I've got him in the lockdown, or the banana split. Once you get the leg up, it's the banana split. So I have him in the lockdown, or excuse me, He has me in the lockdown, but I'm on top. I should correct myself, right? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I'm on top. I'm in his lockdown, but I was really high. He couldn't push me down with the legs. It was really high, and I had him in a cross collar. So he couldn't push me away and get me lower on his body.
Probably brought you higher.
Heavy, the height. Like he's tall too.
Okay.
And he like took his legs. I don't know exactly how I did it. He took his legs out, and then he grabs the leg and moves it to the left, and it's supposed to be a sweep.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go. I just and it was my elbow was kind of based on the mat, so I'm on top of him, cross collar. That base wouldn't let him roll me, but the knee went, and that's how I tore.
Wow.
So there you go.
He's got so many variations.
Well, what happened?
I would really like to learn that. So when I say I take back leg locks. I'd like to learn that move. I need to know how to do that.
The problem is you just didn't go with the flow.
Yeah.
Right? So you gave
Goes back-
resistance.
Oh, shit, that goes back to the humility.
You gave resistance, right? You give resistance,
Yeah.
right? And it goes back to that fundamental thing. You just got to flow, right? Got to flow like water.
Yeah.
Right? It's super simple. But you gave a little resistance, and your elbow was that resistance. So it potentially
gave a lot of resistance.
Caused him to torque down even more.
I'm curious about back takes. I'm not really
What
good.
way?
I don't know, just like where do I put my feet? I feel like Ricky Bobby, but like with my feet.
Yeah.
Because
Ricky Bobby.
yeah, but like instead of with the hands, it's the feet. Like, because sometimes like I see a lot of people. I understand if you're point fighting, okay, you want to go into legs, but I feel like a cross body, like a triangle, cross body triangle, seems way more effective. But then I see people do the cross body, but with the leg under the far leg
from the back,
to control that. And then I see some people, and then I also don't know the dynamics of like, I know your ankle's not supposed to be down. So if the leg that you have locked, like figure four locked over
You're talking the body. You're the
I'm
body
just
triangle.
interested
You're
in the
talking
whole
about body
thing.
triangle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just
So
like how
it-
the whole
The person in the body triangle should lean towards the leg. They should put your foot on
They
the
should.
mat.
Yeah, but I'm
now
more,
coach does
I'm
something
more
where he
concerned.
grabs like a toe hold there, so he's just like he grabs it. Don't do that, and he grabs my toes. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what he's doing, but
I'm more
yeah.
concerned. That's what I'm curious about. I'm just I've been finding myself with people turtling, so I just kind of want to work on attacking people that are turtling and then how to take advantage of the back.
I've
been
Junior.
finding myself more there a little bit more. So
Yeah. So what happens, I think, especially for folks that know how to get into turtle, like I like to turtle up real quick and stay really tight, right? So what you have to do if you're trying to get my back is get a leg inside my thigh, right? But if I'm really tight, you're not going to be able to do that unless
end
you
up in a
start
single.
yanking me, right? You start yanking me up at the collar. So that's one thing that you can do. But there's so many different variations that you can do. There's so many like cross collar chokes that you can do. You can sweep them from them being in turtle position.
yep.
So that's what you have to.
There's
think,
a
right?
guy that I recently watched in a UFC Submission Underground series. He's a heavier weight black belt, and that's his thing. Like he attacks from the turtle, like he turtles up on purpose. And
Edward
lets you
Tellis.
give his back.
Edward Tellis did that a lot.
Yeah.
It's a turtle guard,
Yeah,
right? So you attack from the turtle. But what you have to remember too is that there's a Peruvian necktie there, right?
Right.
So just think about you got to get your hand underneath
right.
the collar through.
But if you're not fast enough with that, like I've gone for the Peruvian necktie, and I just end up sitting on my butt because I miss blocking the hip, and then they end up on top of me because they flipped over. Or,
Yeah, so you got.
I know.
But see, okay. So you said you gave yourself the answer to that, right? You got to block the hip. What is that?
Yeah.
That's fundamentals, right? You
Yep.
come across the back and you block the hip.
That's what I'm curious about. I'm just curious about it.
No, okay. So yeah.
I'm working on it because I'm finding myself there more often. Yeah.
So specific. That's specific rolling, right? Find a partner that's going to help you with specific rolling.
drill, baby, drill.
Yeah. And hey, that's a nice shiner you got there, man.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, so I can barely see it from this
How'd
side,
you
but I
get
did
that?
see it when
Looks
you
like
walked
it's a
in,
couple
huh?
days old.
It's a couple days old. It's about a weekend old to be exact.
yeah.
Tomorrow.
Didn't do the dishes, huh?
Tomorrow. No, nothing like that. Just caught with some white belt on white belt action.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Look at the monsters of the
Sick.
ring.
Spaz on
Monsters of the
spaz
mat.
action, baby.
It was the good
Yeah.
stuff.
Monsters of the mat.
Yeah. And it was a very it was good. It was a good need of the eye.
Iris, when you sent me the image,
was well
you sent it
placed.
into our group. I was jealous. I missed those days.
It was well placed.
I'm serious when I say badge of honor. Badge of honor. I'm jealous of those Larry scratching my face, back of the neck with those claws.
There's some white belts
Or
in there.
a flow. A flow. Have you ever gotten a flow black eye?
I've gotten flow foot.
She does the
flow elbow.
She holds you down like you got her. You have her in your guard.
The flying cross
maybe
flow.
You bring her forward.
The flying cross flow.
She throws the forearm
Muay
across
Thai
to hit
elbow.
your neck. Most of the time, it hits an eyeball.
So
Thank you, Flo. We love you, Flo. I miss you.
Flo.
I miss you, Flo. Yeah, the
Flo
flow black eye is a good one.
Flow gets me good.
Let's get another question. Let's get another question on deck.
On deck.
We went with all the
on
ones that were
decks.
the black. We gotta
Okay,
get a
I'll
different.
get a blue one right now.
Yeah.
We got two
What
of
do we got?
those. Let's get a blue
Oh,
one.
it's your turn to choose.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So as it pertains to jiu-jitsu, who would you most like to sit next to on a 10-hour flight?
Oh,
And why?
oh, I know that. I got kidding me?
I'm gonna say Henzo.
Danaher. Kidding me?
I don't know. I want to say Henzo because
Marcelo Garcia.
Marcelo Garcia
Would be mine. Yeah.
Okay, I'll say because
Why? Yeah, and why?
very animated, very funny. I could see a lot of jokes. I could see a good time.
It's a fun time.
Outside of learning a lot,
Yeah.
just keeping it funny.
You're drinking.
Yeah.
You're drinking on that 10-hour flight.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
you're doing some at some point in time in those 10 hours. You're getting in that aisle,
Yeah.
and you're doing a move.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Or right. And if it's a big
Excuse
plane,
me?
it's that middle
Excuse me?
section where it's like
Stewardess comes over. Gentlemen, excuse me.
It's a 747 jumbo, dude.
Oh,
The whole upstairs is yours.
You timed that perfectly. You timed that perfectly.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
I said Marcelo Garcia.
Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah.
Listen, that's where I got my north south from. That's how I can't. I'm not gonna say perfected, but that's who I've emulated or I've watched to try to perfect
That
it.
dude's my white buffalo for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
That's awesome.
He's just, I don't know, he just
Yes, the white
gets
belt
after
crush.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Red belt crush.
I guess so. That's like a standard one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a standard white belt crush, I guess.
Danaher. I just that the knowledge that he has, the way the way that like he almost hypnotizes you when he's speaking to you.
Yeah.
He speaks so gently.
Yeah.
He speaks so gently and soft about this martial art that could be so crazy, and the way he delivers the information I think is incredible. I got a couple of those. BJJ Fanatic videos and a couple.
Right.
They had some free stuff here and there, and I think I got one of his solo videos that I haven't even watched yet. But I do catch him they do the videos on YouTube.
I respect his character.
Yeah, man.
That dude wears a rash guard to a steakhouse where a steak costs like $500.
We gotta if we do an episode on his birthday, we should
all
wear
rash guards for sure.
Okay, I'll do it.
I need about a month.
I got some more stuff in the closet. I got some more stuff.
But I like his alter ego. If you don't know his alter ego.
I do know his
No.
alter ego.
What?
No.
Go on his IG.
Well, he goes ham sometimes on the IG.
Check out the alter ego,
gets
John
funny.
Danaher.
Really?
Really
Funny,
funny
yeah.
on IG, yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's
tell
called
me
Dan
more.
Janaher.
Dan Janet.
Oh well, that's not him though, right?
Well, it's
But
close
there's
alter
somebody
ego,
that's
I'm
that
sure it's
somebody.
very
Okay,
close.
no. I've seen
Very close.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, super funny. But no, I think you're right. I think he's very cerebral. Right?
Right.
Cerebral, I
Yeah.
think, is a good word to describe him.
It's
on
gonna
his
be a heavy
breakdown.
flight,
The
man.
way
That's
that-
a heavy 10-hour
See, like
flight.
the way that he describes a move
Yeah.
is the way that I like to be taught. Not put this hand here, but put this hand here, and this is why. That helps me. It helps me solidify the move. The talking about that hand there just kind of it's there. It's not just there to be there. It's there for this reason or the foot. When he did the breakdown of the Gordon Ryan
On
Cyborg
Joe
fight
Rogan,
on
right?
Rogan.
The ankle.
That was my first real introduction into hearing him. Otherwise, before that, I only knew him as the guy that always was the bald guy with the rash guards.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, why is
And the
this so
fanny
weird?
pack. And the fanny pack.
Yeah. Listening to him break that down and was like, Jamie, go back 1 second. Go back 2 seconds. Like, him being able to talk about every single position, excuse me, every single position where the foot was, the timing, everything, he broke it down. He could have broken down by the millisecond of where things were supposed to be. And ever since then, I was just like, I need to know more. And I look at those videos and I search them out.
Yeah,
So
He's
that's
good
me.
at
So
it.
that's my BJJ man crush, I think.
Next.
Okay, let's go to
Who's
let's
up?
get another question, guys.
We have done all the black cards?
Well, no, I
let's
just picked a blue one.
Let's see. Let's do this because I think everybody's
Damn.
grabbing the same. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. We kind of talked about, oh no, maybe not. In our speed round questions, I kind of feel like maybe we've done one of these before, but 3 things. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of like what would I go back and tell myself?
He's so suspenseful, bro.
Sorry.
He just like starts it.
Yeah, man. See, got you. You
got me. I'm hooked.
You're in.
I don't even know what's going to happen.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. No. 3 things I wish I had done differently.
3.
I don't know if I have 3.
Well, I could say we all agree that starting sooner is
Right.
one.
Okay,
right?
check.
That's a universal one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Start
yeah,
sooner.
definitely. I didn't start until my 40s,
Yeah.
and there's a little part of me that goes, would I have lasted this long though, with injuries and different things
Yeah.
that happen, and would I have also
For sure.
the discipline that I have in my life at this age, there's nothing that's going to keep me away from jiu-jitsu. Nothing.
Yeah.
In my 20s and 30s, I wouldn't have had this discipline. It would have been like, shit, I hurt my leg. Damn.
Yeah. Not today.
There's a certain just I'm more disciplined in my life, so I think it happened for a reason. But I do wish maybe a little bit younger.
What are your other 2?
I don't know. Let Junior go first.
Let's see. I'd say
Maybe I'm just
drill,
gonna
probably
agree with him.
Drill more. I drill a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
More
know
frequently.
one of mine is the stretching. Stretching has been a huge problem for me. So stretching from the beginning, stretching more before and after.
Yeah.
And the after is just as important as the before in my mind now. So that would be my number 2. You?
Man, I honestly feel like I'm too new to answer this question because I'm
Yeah,
like correcting things.
Yeah, but you
already.
have that back. You
know,
have
like,
you have a wrestling
it's
background,
like,
so you kind of know.
like, not spazzing, I guess, but I think you have to spaz in order to know what spazzing is to not to spaz.
But that's the thing is everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everybody spazzes. That's why it's a thing.
yeah.
That's why it's a joke.
I have way more fun. I would say before, now that I'm doing something I've been doing actively recently is when I went through my stint of or my family's on vacation, I'm home alone. I'm gonna go here every day. I went through a progression of just like every day was like I'm going ham to now I'm just like having fun. And now that I'm not going every day. I'm having a whole lot of fun. Like I'm actually laughing and smiling while I'm rolling.
If you were single, no kids, not that you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you were single,
don't.
do you see yourself? Could you see yourself training every single day?
I would try and be a professional.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
think so?
no joke. Yeah.
How about
That's
you?
how I motivate myself sometimes.
My
about
last
you?
one. My last one.
What?
My number 3.
No. I'm just saying. Well,
Oh.
on his
his-
question.
If you were
single, no kids,
Oh yeah.
no responsibility, would you be? You think you'd be training every day? He says, yeah, I'd be trying to be a professional.
It depends.
Curious. All right, go ahead. So
It depends.
number 3.
Somebody's got to pay the bills. Right?
Third
So-
thing-
That's how I'm paying
Third
the
thing
bills.
you
I'm
would-
making it work, dude. That's the mindset.
Hey, if I could sleep in the gym,
Yeah.
I'll open and close this baby. For you. Do the bats. Let me just
I
sleep
don't
in the
know.
bathroom.
My
I'll tell you
body-
what, though. If I could take a look at how I roll, I'd tell myself to not quit my day job.
There you go. That's a good dream,
I don't
my
know,
friend.
my body-
Keep dreaming.
Again,
Keep
at this age, and when I first started in my early 40s, I was going 6 days a week, most weeks.
That's awesome.
6 days a week.
That's good.
Help train, help with the kids' classes, and then it was 2
That's
adult
learning.
classes. It was a beginner and a regular class. I forget the times, man. It's been so long. I think it was 6:30 and then 7:30, something like that.
I bet your growth went like this.
I got my white belt in 6-7 months, and I won a tournament right before I got my blue belt. So I was going every day, helping train, opening the school. That was it.
You
My
learned that,
wife, who
though.
was my girlfriend at the time, was like, "You think this is a little too much?" She's like, "Really?" Because when I would have to go open, when my coach was in law enforcement, and sometimes I would go and have to open the school. I have to come out of work, leave right at 5 to get to the school at 5:30 to open for the kids' classes, and then I was there until 9:30 when the last class was done, and she was like, 4 hours, bit much. I was
Yeah.
like, and Saturdays was an open mat where we go back and forth to another school. We had a kind of not a sister school, but a friend of his, so they'd come to us one Saturday and we go to them. So every week, when we talk about open mat, with true open mat, where you're rolling with people that you did not see during the week, it was, open mat with
Those
a
are
whole nother
fun.
gym.
I like it when there's guests.
I miss those. I miss those because that's where you really that's kind of the tournament style. You show up and you don't
Test your
know who
mettle.
is this really going to work on people that don't know the same stuff that I've learned. everybody's got their whole system or their.
There's a lot of respect that's given when you're rolling with somebody that doesn't go to your gym. Like there's definitely a feel out portion.
It was really the thing that I loved about it the most is that he was such good friends with the guys. Like there was such a good relationship there that when he brought us in, we were brothers. We were brothers because they were brothers, and there was a camaraderie right away. And then the one of the coaches there, who was the brother of the owner, his name just happened to be Milton as well. He was just so freaking funny, and he was a Muay Thai guy. He was their Muay Thai trainer, and at the time he was only a blue belt in Jiu Jitsu, but knew a little bit more. He'd been around the gym. He just made it fun. I mean, the joking, the dancing, the music, the singing,
Did he
the
tip
rolling.
you?
It was, and he.
It's a character.
Yeah, talk about no disrespect. A little guy like you, I think he's probably a little smaller than you. So older guy, Muay Thai background, and he was small. So it was like he was always the smallest guy in the gym, rolling with these guys, and a lot of his guys were like my size and bigger.
That's good.
Like guys had the word big in front of them. It was like big. There was a big and a little Daryl. There was two Daryl, big and little Daryl. So
Builds character, my friend.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Was little Daryl still big?
So little Daryl.
Little Daryl's
was
only
almost as
250.
big as Big Daryl.
Yeah, little Daryl's only 250.
That's little Daryl.
It's little Daryl.
So, 3 things. Did we do 3? You did
No,
your third?
my third one, I guess, would
Third
be. What's the question again?
3 things I wish I had done differently. So we
Probably.
said we all said started earlier.
Yeah.
I said stretch.
Yeah.
You said, do you know what your number 2 was?
Number 2 was.
Let's go to the videotape.
You said drill.
Forget it. Okay,
you
so
said
just
drilling.
yeah,
and then
drill.
I said have fun.
Yeah.
Have more
So
fun
number
with
3.
it.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Go.
Is not do warm ups. Skip
What?
warm ups.
What? Skip warm
Just
ups?
skip warm ups.
Skip them.
Show up 15 minutes late every day.
That is extremely
Every
high
class.
on my peeve list, my pet peeve list. Next to
Show up late every day.
next to going to the bathroom without sandals.
I like being warmed up. You want to come in fresh, good man.
Jiu-jitsu motto is
But it's
not show up
not.
15 minutes early.
I don't
It's show up
think-
15 minutes late.
So okay, wait. So
I'm here only for training.
Yeah.
I don't real. I guess you can get away with it when you're a black belt, but if you're purple and brown, you're gonna get ripped apart by the rest of us.
Time.
Well,
to
here's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. You said if there's anything I could do different
Yeah.
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Never show up for
Black belt mentality.
you. Number 3. What's your number 3?
Man, number 3, something I wish I would do differently. You know what? It's kind of dumb. I still don't know how to do it, but I wish I would have learned how to Hollywood tie my belt instead of regular tie my belt.
What is that? The crazy
Hollywood
never the belt the knot never comes out.
It's like
I know how to do that when I
there's
did
the
it for a while.
Hollywood way of tying your belt where there's no overlap in the back. It's straight across all the way. It's kind of stupid, but like I see
Yeah,
people,
you got to wrap it around.
I see people just do it like instinctively. They go short side, long side. They go around twice, and I'm secretly jealous of that. Wish I'd have done it.
I learned how to do that just from a YouTube video. It's
I know
out
you
there.
did, 'cause it looks cooler.
And I did it. And then my coach said, he was a bigger guy, so he competed. And he said to me, he says, you don't want to do that for competition. You want the belt to come off.
Yeah.
Because if you get real tired at some point, you get those extra few minutes of tying the belt where everything could come off.
What
That
have you
knot looks
trained?
perfect. The belt doesn't come off. So he was like, no, you want it to come off.
What's the
'cause
alternative?
You may need those few seconds.
The alternative could be like, what if you train so hard you don't get tired when you're competing?
There's always an alternative.
I'm tying the belt. Cool.
Well, there's a lot of moves. There's a lot of moves that you can
Yeah.
get done too without
Yeah.
when your geese
Well,
open.
think
You can look
think
at the
about
coaches like this.
Well, yeah,
and
I mean,
waste
but
some time.
let's forget about what he said for a second about like, you can catch your breath.
Yeah.
But I think what I realized was sometimes like somebody using it to take my back or to get
Right.
position,
De La Riva
and
sweep.
that thing is nice and tight. It was to my detriment.
Yeah.
Tying it that way was not a good thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this ain't coming up. Grab that. It's a good handle.
There's
it's
this
like grabbing their arm.
There's this one move where I think it's the guy's on the bottom, and he gets his foot in your belt.
Yeah. I've seen it like in the
and
inside
it leverages
the gi.
it leverages you off. Like you can't move because you're stuck. So yeah, I hate the belt for that reason.
Yeah.
Because I don't use the belt for anything else.
So my third thing, 3 things I wish I had done differently. So what did I say? I agreed with your first one, which was
Starting earlier.
Starting earlier.
Yeah.
My
Drilling.
second one was
You
no,
agree
I
with
didn't say
drilling.
drilling. What was my second
He said
one?
drilling.
Yeah.
I forget what my second one was. I don't know if I have a third one. What should I have done differently? Oh well, yeah, I do know. I said it. I overtrained. I overtrained a lot. That caught up with me. I asked you this question, I think, last week when you were like, or in the last couple of weeks. Excuse me, that's the beer. We talked about your family being away.
Yep.
Right, and you were like, "I'm going every day." We just talked about that.
I did it,
and that was I think I might have said to you like, "Don't do that. Take the break. Your body needs to rest." I trained so much that I feel like I trained hurt.
Did you get rhabdo? Then you didn't train hard.
No.
Enough.
Did you get rhabdo?
What did you
Did you get rhabdo?
Did your pee look like Coca-Cola?
Yeah, you didn't train hard.
You lost me. What
He's
is
talking
rab?
rhabdo's liver failure.
Rhabdomyolysis.
Is that?
Yeah. So if you're not getting rhabdo, you didn't.
Yeah,
train
you're
hard.
good.
Did you throw up every time you trained? No, you didn't train hard enough.
Did
Get out of
Netflix
here.
make a special about you? You didn't train hard.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
What's going on here?
Get out of
Well,
here.
that's my number 3.
Did you have broken bones? No, get out of here.
Are you on the backsplash of flow grappling? You didn't train hard enough.
Get out of here. Doing the world.
Just like,
All right, ladies. Next
next
question. Next question.
Who's doing
Oh,
this?
shit. I think I'm
Senor,
big.
dale.
Are we okay to curse now? Past that 5 minutes? Oh, we still doing PG, right?
Come on, man.
Take that back.
You know,
Bridger.
be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Well, no, hold on, excuse me. Don't be yourself.
Don't be
Junior.
yourself, though.
Here's a good one.
What I meant by that
For
was
some of y'all that might have nicknames already. If you had to pick a new name for yourself, what would you pick?
like
a new name?
jiu-jitsu
So let's
nickname.
go. So with jiu-jitsu, if you had to
Jiu-jitsu
choose
related.
your own jiu-jitsu
Jiu-jitsu
name,
It says if you had to pick a new name for
all right.
yourself.
But
Yeah.
as it relates to jiu-jitsu,
As
so
it
it would
relates to
be
jiu-jitsu.
if you had. Do you have a jiu-jitsu nickname?
No, I don't think
You don't
so.
have
I'm
a
just
jiu-
junior.
do you have one?
I'm just junior.
No. Why would I have one?
Well,
Well, hey, Mark
Well, that's the
Gracie.
thing, is
Mark
that
Gracie got his name.
got
He was
his
a white
at white
belt.
Yeah,
belt.
he did. Yeah,
Mark Gracie?
Mark Gracie.
you know. So, and I guess mine is mine. What
I don't know if it's official. Has anybody else besides me called you that?
Is it Abu Ghraib?
Well, I don't know. Has anybody else
Well,
called you that?
yeah.
I think for it to be a name,
Chuck,
somebody
Chuck
else gotta
Red
call
Door
it.
mentioned me in like in a message.
Abu
So I
Ghraib?
guess I guess
The Iraqi prison.
It made it to Hawaii. So I guess
what would you pick? Guantanamo
Shout
Bay?
out, Chuck.
What would you pick? Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
No, it was Abu Ghraib.
What would you pick?
What would I
Yeah,
pick?
what would you
Oh,
pick?
You go first. Wait, is it me first? You go first this
You
time.
want me to?
You go first.
Mine would be tap tap tap. So that way, when people say my nickname, they're tapping.
There you go. Verbal tap. Verbal tap. Unlike
Yeah,
other
unlike
taps that
Craig
we've
Jones.
seen.
Craig Jones did not tap.
Talk about that.
All right, we got it. We got to come back to that.
I'm just stating.
We got to come back. To
He
that.
did it.
Back to that.
I haven't seen. We talked about it. I haven't seen it. We were supposed to
I'm
look at it.
glad I
before.
said
Cue
that
that
on
up.
camera, and I can't wait to repost it on my social media.
Cue that up. Cue that up.
Holy
Go
smokes.
ahead. Name.
My name? I don't have a name.
You don't
so
have a nickname.
no.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
so
I-
then, what would you if you had to give yourself a
If I
How
don't
about
nickname?
what about us in the room give each other the nickname?
Ooh.
I'd say
Ooh, I got to put some thought
Caramel
into that.
Thunder.
though.
Caramel Thunder.
Caramel
Me.
Thunder for him?
Ah, yeah,
No,
you
that's
said
giving
Caramel
yourself
Thunder.
Ray.
a
Yeah,
nickname.
if I give
Thunder.
myself a name.
Yeah.
What,
Did you?
to
Oh, you said
myself?
tap
Yeah,
tap
yeah,
tap.
yeah. You
What
said
would
it.
my? Well, it definitely wouldn't be Abu Ghraib. I wouldn't have come up with that myself. Man, I don't know. You know, I've had the Uncle Milty for so long that it just
There you go.
I'm so used to it. But I guess not a jiu-jitsu
Uncle
name
Milty.
though. Uncle Milty. I hated it when I first got it in like the 3rd grade. Somebody's mother like told said, "Hey, do you know who Uncle Milty is? Milton Berle, comedian,
Oh,
one of the
okay,
first guys
yeah.
on television ever." And it just stuck. I went to school and it's always been a
Uncle
thing.
Melty, huh?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I that's a hard one to answer. I can't think of anything offhand.
My-
It definitely would not be Abu Ghraib, but
Do you have a real nickname? Like a real nickname that people call you?
Uncle Milty.
Oh, people really do. Yeah,
Everybody
Do
co-
you
yeah.
have a real nickname?
My friends in New
Not
York,
even like Marine buddies. Nothing like that.
my friends from New York. I've been here for
me.
going over 20 years. My friends from New York, people that I hang out with,
I get-
they call me Uncle Milty to this day.
My
And
nickname's Rico.
It's like I don't even realize it when
Yeah.
it's happening. What do you
That's a
got?
heavy one.
Going
That's a
deep? Going
heavy
deep?
question.
All right.
When you die,
Ah! When you die on
When
them-
you die.
as it relates to
as it
jiu-jitsu,
relates
when
to
you
jiu-jitsu,
die
when
from
you die.
jiu-jitsu.
Okay, I'll change it. When you run out of cardio, what do you want to be remembered for?
Ooh,
Yeah, instead of dying, let's make it less risky. When you
Right.
run out of cardio, what do you want to be remembered for?
Run out of cardio.
We're going deep.
When I run out of cardio.
No, that's good. When you die, what?
Oh,
When
when
give me
you
the
die.
card.
When you
What
die.
did it
It
say?
says when
Something
you
like that.
die.
when you die,
Which
because
is
when you
that's
die
dying
from
in
a
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu related death,
That's dying in jiu-jitsu.
what do you
bro.
want to be
when you run
remembered
out of
for?
cardio, you're dead in
So what do you want to
jiu-jitsu.
be when you die?
You're dead.
What do you want to be remembered for as it relates to jiu-jitsu?
Shit,
I know. I can tell you. I know what I'm gonna remember about you on the mat.
All right, tell me that.
Yeah.
You got that. Oh, excuse me. That the deep half and your ability to throw up an arm bar
Yes.
real quick,
Real fast.
Really?
real fat because of your size. It works in your favor. That from the guard.
guard.
Yeah, man.
Them little Vienna sausage.
Yeah,
legs,
man,
bro.
you got to
Just
watch
get
where the
in
arm
there.
is. Yeah, because look, and again, this is not an insult when I say this.
One in,
he
one
just
out.
called. He just called your limbs Vienna sausages.
It could have been
Just
T-Rex, bro. It could have been
just so you
T-Rex
know,
arms.
Those are your
it's-
legs, though.
They
just
have
like,
they don't have as far to go, right? I mean, you're just able to move the leg around. You know, you're not hitting anything with those little tiny stumps
one
of
out.
yours.
One in, one out. I find myself one in, one out.
Okay.
You do.
Yeah.
You like the times that you've got. Do you know that?
No, not really.
I can
No.
think back to the times where you have submitted me, and it's almost always been with an armbar.
Has he gotten you with a Russian like belly down armbar? That's the one
No.
you get me with.
Well,
Because
maybe,
you always somehow
maybe.
end up on my back.
I never thought that was my
get
one of
belly
my.
down arm
You
bars.
know, again, I can think back to it. I could see it in my head. Like I like to from the guard, I'll try to stand. So like I get like for you a smaller guy when like I also like to maybe like hold the neck or hold the head. I've done
Yeah.
one-handed can opener
Yeah,
kind of thing,
yeah.
right? Like hand behind the head. So I'm making you uncomfortable and I'm trying to stand and it's keeping your head down, pushing your hand, which I think is actually the double,
It's a neck crank.
the neck crank is illegal, right? In
Yeah.
IBJJF. So I make them uncomfortable and that's leaving the arm out. But for most guys, that making them uncomfortable with the head, they're worried about the head. They're not worried about the arm bar. And I've done that and I've left that arm out there and you've
Taking care of it. Taking care of it.
you snatched that up.
Got it.
I got
Okay.
this.
All right. Cool.
So that's so I will remember you for those little arm bars
All right, cool,
with
cool.
those little Vienna sausages.
I remember that.
What do you got?
I want to be remembered for Kimuras.
My man.
So okay, but you brought up Kimura's a couple of times when we were on a little
man.
break here.
I
We had
love
a little technical difficulty. You were talking about Coach getting upset with you for going after
Not
Kimura's
upset
when you
with
rolled
me.
him?
He's just like, if you better be really. He said it verbatim. He says you better be really good at him, because if you're gonna roll with a player, he's gonna know how to defend it, and your shoulder's gonna pay the price for it.
Player's gonna play.
Have,
Hey,
you,
that's
gotten,
a-
He
have
didn't-
you gotten close when you've tried to throw him on him, or do you,
On him,
what are you
no.
feeling?
He makes you pay the price every single
So
time.
what are you doing to get better if you want to?
I keep learning
Keep
from
on trying.
I keep
Keep
learning
on
from my
trying.
mistakes. Yeah. You know what? I've been really successful with him lately. I've actually
But what are you doing?
With them on other people, not on him.
yeah, not on
a
him.
coach.
I'm
Okay.
successful with 0 things on him. With other people, I'm successful with I walk into your guard to get half, and I've gotten pretty good at getting out of half. And then from there, most people leave their outside arm open, and I'm able to capitalize on that and get out
From
of
inside the closed guard?
from inside half guard.
Inside.
I purposely just throw one leg. In
Oh,
between
I know
your
what you're
legs.
saying.
You're
I
like,
got
here,
you.
take the half guard,
Here, have
and then
this
let's
leg.
play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I use all of my weight and my might.
But especially in our gym, because our coach teaches or uses the lockdown so often,
Doesn't bother me.
But does that play well? Does it work with guys that know? Are you doing that on
Yeah.
guys that don't know the lockdown yet?
I'm doing it on both.
Because can you do that on coach and you wind up in a bed? I mean, or anybody above
Well,
you
yeah, I get to my scrambles have gotten longer with him.
with coach?
Yeah. But it's probably because he's letting me do something.
No.
I really don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't ever know. It's almost like, what's the elephant with the stake in the ground? You know what I'm
doesn't know
saying?
them.
It's like when they're little
Yeah.
and you just keep staking them to the ground and the stake always holds them in place. As they get bigger, they just relate that stake for not letting them move. So like, I don't know if I'm in that scenario where it's like a mouse in a glass cup.
You lost me on that.
Oh, well, when you have a small animal and you stake
He
it
gets
down
trained
to
to
the ground,
believing
you
that
get
he
trained
can't do
that
anything
stake
outside of that.
that stake will hold your weight no matter what.
Yeah.
So as you become a big elephant and you see that little wooden stake isn't holding that elephant there.
He thinks it is.
He knows that that won't let him move. But he can rip that thing out of the ground, no problem with his trunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen up, baby Buddha. Before you start getting too crazy deep on his knowledge here, what I would recommend you do is probably tap into one of the best resources on Kimuras. That's
Rocha?
right here in South Florida.
Wagner Rocha?
Yeah.
He does that standing, right?
He does
that
everything
standing
from everywhere.
roll.
I watch his videos. I watch his videos. That's actually who I get a lot of my stuff from.
Tell Felipe, hey, Felipe, I want to go train with Wagner. Can
That's
you?
a tough
I don't even
sell.
think.
No,
I mean,
no.
you could tell him, but you don't really. I think you just have to ask Wagner, but tell Coach, hey, I want to go down here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
no-
Coach.
Well, you actually talked about that. We talked about the whole like, hey, I want to go train in some different gyms.
I
We have a
mean-
family of gyms down here in South Florida that's
Yeah.
like unlike most, and we definitely, for the most part, most people down here don't take advantage of it.
Right.
You know.
I hear you guys talk about it a lot, and I was just like, well, is it disrespectful or
No.
like I don't really
No,
know what it is. It's just that like I truly, honestly appreciate the sport. I found it. I like it a lot. I have the
But he's
ability-
in the fight sports family, so it's not the, you know. I think where it gets weird is if you started going over to like
to a
top
10th
team.
planet. To a 10th
Yeah, it's
planet
like, you know, it. I don't
but,
know.
like,
I don't know. It could. I've
me-
never been
to
in the
me-
situation
To me,
here.
I feel like
so.
learning is learning, right? It's like if you're gonna go somewhere, I don't think I'm pretty.
What's the
like,
word?
invested. I'm
Creonch?
invested.
Creonch? You don't want to
Yeah,
be
no,
that guy.
it's-
You don't want to be that guy. I think if you there's plenty of knowledge within the family of fight sports
For
down here.
sure.
So for us, just like there's plenty of knowledge within the 10th Planet System and American Top Team.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think that he would have. I don't think any coach would have any problem with you seeking out knowledge.
Right.
I think you just have to handle it
I'm not
correctly
even
and let him
seeking it
know.
out. I just like different people.
But if you want to do Kimuras, it's what 15, 20 minutes away, and
Yeah.
you're going to be a little further
in
south.
Hollywood.
You're going to be a little closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be closer. Actually.
Yeah.
Hey, I would say even get a private. Find out how much a private is, and because
then-
a private,
and then save up.
though you think that it's so we've probably never talked about privates, right?
You've mentioned mentioned it before when you're talking about like gaining knowledge and changing your game.
I
That's
think it's
gotta
because
work.
you think about an hour class, how much you learn in an hour class,
Right.
But you take out a lot of stuff that's in that class, and you get in
Like
personalized.
the warm ups. He likes privates because there's no warm up. No, I'm just kidding.
There's no warm ups.
No warm-ups
in the private.
I'm not paying for this.
no warm ups in the private.
Two forward
Do I
rolls.
pay? Do we start the clock after the warm ups?
Well, here's the deal: you better be warmed up,
Yeah.
because you're probably gonna get worked over too.
Well,
Right?
yeah,
It's,
man.
it's not
Yeah.
it's just a learning lesson. You might get worked over a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? But he can give you his full attention. You can say, hey, this is what I want to do. Show me one or two things.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to start. Once you know how to
I'll
work
tell
those
you
one
now,
or two
I
things,
mean,
then hey, that's where
Now,
the magic
just
starts.
it's a great idea no matter what. Now's a little bit of a weird time with the whole COVID thing. I think higher belts would be welcome. Would welcome a request for a private.
There's blood on the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah, right.
Yeah, take
So.
advantage of it.
All right. So next
another
question. Did
one?
everyone
All right,
answer
let's
that
see.
one? What was
Yeah,
that
I
last
think-
question? I forgot
I
where
forgot
we
what
were.
it was.
It was
if
like,
you had to
what do
pick
you
a
want to
new
be
name?
remembered for
New
when you
name.
die?
What do you
You
want to
had
be
that one.
remembered for?
You
Wait,
had that
wait.
one.
Did I?
No, you did not.
I didn't get to answer that one, Junior.
So
What would I want to be as it relates to jujitsu?
You did. We said Uncle Milty.
no. That
No,
was
that's his
that was
nickname.
nicknames, bro. Come
you
on.
could give
What do I
yourself
want
a
to be
nickname.
remembered for, or what would I name
Uncle
myself? That was
Milty.
before that.
Yeah.
What would I want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered for being Milton Berle. All right. So I actually have thought about this before because listen, who wouldn't love to be remembered for being a world champion? But that's not mine. It would be nice. Am I ever going to be that guy? I don't know. I don't think so. And not at this age. Masters, whatever. I guess, am I executive or masters? Jesus, I don't even remember.
Executive,
Yeah.
probably.
So
Old ass.
I would like to be remembered for what we're doing right now. Not the podcasting side, but the giving back.
Helping jujitsu.
I do like that. I think I've probably said this in private before. Done enough stupid things in my life that I'm at a point where giving back is a little bit of my penance.
Yeah.
Right? Is me in such a good way and such a fulfilling way of giving back to other people. Listen, not for nothing. We give away a ton of stuff. We're giving away, believe me, we're giving away a ton of stuff, and we're not taking that kind of money in on what's going out. So,
You're a
I always
jiu-jitsu
say-
dummy for life, bro.
Yeah, I'm a dummy.
Jiu-jitsu dummy for life.
There's a lot
JJD
going out.
for
I
help.
love doing it, and it's even more fulfilling when it's someone like Bridger, when it's somebody that who was the young? Oh my! It's been a while since we gave her a shout out. The young lady.
Oh, the 9-year-old girl, right?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't remember her name right now. Gemma. Thank you, Bo. I'm sorry, Gemma. It's been a while since we've said hello.
Cue that up.
So someone like Gemma who is always raising money for Tap Cancer Out, right? For that organization because her mother has battled with cancer for years. So meeting I would have never, Gemma who? I would have never known who Gemma was. I would have maybe seen Bridger on the news, but I wouldn't have. The jiu-jitsu thing would have went.
You're immortalized, man. You're immortalized already. You're on the internet. You're in the interwebs.
I am absolutely. If I'm gonna be remembered for anything, I would love those young kids or anybody I've come across with. I would like them to go like, yeah, Milton, man. He loved to teach. He wouldn't shut his freaking mouth about, hey, do this, do that. You should try this. Always trying to be helpful. But I would just love to be known as somebody who gave a lot more. I gave back more than I took.
You're a cool guy.
And I hope so.
Cool guy.
And look,
you know when people say
in my life, I'm the first to admit it, I've definitely taken more than I've given. I'm 47, just turned 47. I've always taken more. I'm happy to have changed that and for it to have happened inside of something that I love, jiu-jitsu.
How's the air on the higher road when you're driving up there? Is it nice?
Wow, man.
I've never been up there before.
Thank you for crushing me, man. I appreciate it.
Kind of light
Thank you for bringing me down to pay those clouds. Hey, well, that's it. That's all we have for you today, everybody.
All right, man. Let's get the show.
Come on.
Let's get the show.
Next question.
All right.
New nickname, Saint Milton.
There you go.
Who's getting it?
That's classic. Yeah, write that down.
Yeah.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah, Saint Milton.
In the comment section, please let us know if you want that to be a T-shirt.
It's a miracle. How would you most like to sit? Oh, we already did this. This got reshuffled in.
Freaking Junior, man. Give me that card, but give it over here.
Let's get
Give
out.
Give me those.
Come on, man.
All right. Here we go.
Stop hitting the freaking mic, bro. What are you doing?
I don't like mics. Except your buddy Mike.
Him. It's
Yo,
when
Mike,
he
Mike.
hits. You're Junior. You keep hitting the mic, man.
I didn't hit it.
Oh my goodness! Look,
it's Mike.
how good am I at this? I'm
What
picking
do you-
out ones that are already picked.
Did we? No, we didn't
bro.
talk. We didn't use
Oh
this.
my goodness! Yes.
What are you
most
currently curious about? We didn't
Yeah,
use
and
that
I
one.
said the back. Remember?
No, that was in the context
What are you
of another
currently
question,
curious
but- yeah,
about?
Okay, all right, so let's
All
go.
right.
Did
Go
it.
next. Go.
I was there. We can rewind the tape.
He put them all on the top.
He
Rewind
did.
that tape.
Oh man, this is a good one. As it pertains to jiu-jitsu.
I think we got that already.
Yeah. Just reiterating. What is something you get wrong almost every time you do it?
Every time.
Let's put this over
A
here.
move. Every
mess this
time
up.
that I do it.
Doesn't that mean? Well, I
No, I
guess we would
can't,
all
Yeah,
Every
every
time.
time you do it.
get it wrong.
I don't know.
Sometimes I mess up the bow.
The what?
The bow.
The bow, like bowing on the mat when I get off. Like
Okay.
sometimes I'll like bow out instead of bow in. I'll mess that up. And then I go, damn it.
It's always bowing in. You're
I
supposed to
know.
always
That's
bow
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
mat.
Sometimes
But we
sometimes
at
I'll
the
bow
end
to
of
the window, yeah.
when you're walking off the
Sometimes
mat,
you're
it's
smoking,
like
like,
you bow. I don't care where you're bowing. You
Lazy
just,
bows.
I'm walking off. I'm bowing because I'm exhausted.
You
You
just
know?
slap your thighs.
You
and
just bow
look
just for the
down.
hell of it.
Have you
just wanna
ever
bow just for the hell
bowed
of it.
like getting in the shower?
Huh?
Like
I'm
bow
not doing
and then
I've done it. I've done it
in the
as
shower.
I've done it as a joke getting into bed, and then I'll immediately try and do a move on my wife, and she's like, "You better stop right now."
That's funny.
But I try sometimes.
What was that question again?
What is something you get wrong almost every time you do it? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
All right. Man.
Bowing.
Bowing
Oh, boy.
sometimes. I can't think of every time. Something new, for sure.
While he's thinking, I was from the beginning at my first day at white belt. Again, my coach was a big dude. I'm a 230 plus, and it was always top heavy game. So we didn't get real like berimbolo, spider guard. That's not.
Worm guard.
And you know what? That might be good for some big guy. I've never embraced that as big guy stuff.
It's not.
And
Infinity.
so like
Worm guard.
Yeah, I can get somebody like
Black hole. Worm guard.
I get somebody into the spider guard, and then I'm like,
What am I doing
what
here?
do I do? Hey, coach, what do I do from here? it's just never been my thing. It's a little bit more of scramble, get on the top,
smash,
hold you down, put my wet t-shirt in your face.
High quality.
Smash.
My high
Uncle
quality.
Milty smash. That's been my game. So yeah, I'm not good at that technical stuff, and I'm like big guys look. And again, for me, maybe there are other big guys out there that could do this stuff, but like even just getting like your legs over your head, so like being inverted stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say mine is really
I tap
stupid.
myself.
I'd say it's stupid. Like every time I put my belt on, and I put it on quick, and I look down, I always like my black stripe to be a certain way.
Well, you mean your red stripe? You mean the red?
Yeah.
The red should be. So there is an actual. There's I think it's supposed. Damn, it's
Lean
been
left.
so long.
Supposed
I think
to go
it's
to
always
left.
supposed to be to the left. And do you know why? Have you ever looked at? You got to look it up.
No, tell me
I
why.
believe it has to do with. And look, I should know this. We should know this stuff. We're talking about jiu-jitsu. And I apologize if I get this wrong.
Cue that up
I'm
real
sure the
We'll
internet
get it
will
right.
tell me. But the reasoning is it's where a knife would be or a dagger. Where the dagger would be that like
if you're right-handed,
a warrior would, a Japanese warrior would have the knife on this side. It's the same place that the
your
red
rank.
stripe should be. I'm almost positive.
All right.
When somebody's
go.
answering, I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna
When-
pull that
Yeah,
up. Pull that up, Jamie.
When you're
I would say-
unsheathing your sword,
I would say true, but I'm lefty, so that doesn't apply to me.
it doesn't. You're a left-handed
I should-
samurai, bro.
No,
You
I am
look
a
cool.
left-handed samurai,
There you go.
so it wouldn't go in that side.
Then
Go on the
maybe you
right
should
side.
do it to the right.
No, because I'm a lefty.
Maybe they had that rule too. Can you also look up? Did they have like an
You can only
addendum?
be- you can
Did
only
that
be one.
addendum
You can
one?
I'm
only be
looking.
one.
I'm looking. So that's a red stripe on
it's gonna
BJJ
infringe
that
on my
goes
right.
on which
I would
side.
say because that's your heart side. That's what I would say. But I always got to take my belt off and retie it because I can't continue without. When I tie my belt and it's on the wrong side, I got to retie it.
Oh man, it's like an OCD thing.
Maybe.
Hey, Bo, are we going to use the our new feature?
Cue that up.
Oh, we're using it. Okay. So I Google. Hold on. I went back. It just says left. I Googled it, and okay. So this is from Reddit, but I'm showing on Google. I was told by Helson Gracie that it's supposed to be on your left. It comes from the Japanese judo culture as the left side aligns with the left brain, which is the side associated with analytical thinking.
You're not left-brained.
It's why the left side of your gi goes on the
Crossover.
inside
The
too.
crossover.
right.
Well, actually, that's the right side going into the left.
Right
I think I
goes
meant to
into left.
goes over the right
over
side.
top.
Left over
All right.
right.
That being said, it doesn't matter. Now that's from Reddit. That's from Reddit. So who knows if that's 100%
Hey
true?
man,
Let's see.
if people post the right thing, it's usually on Reddit because being wrong on Reddit hurts
Yeah,
you.
you get
hurts
fried.
you very bad.
At my
Yeah.
academy, we only wear our stripes on the left side.
Wow.
That's
Who's?
what's-
I want to know who the stripe police guy is
Right?
in the gym. He's like, hey Jeff, like,
you know what? It's funny because I believe that I always put it on the left. I'm almost positive. It's been so long.
But see, the thing is, you have to pay attention to where
And
your stripe is.
I've looked
when-
at
when
coaches
your bar
and
is.
they've like one day they have it on one side, one day they have the other side.
Hey,
I don't think it's really a thing that matters.
I got
but
something that I've been wanting kind of to add with the whole belt washing situation.
Okay.
All right, now that I have stripes on my belt and it's electrical tape, I've noticed that since I've washed and dried my belt with the electrical tape.
Whoa.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
I was gonna give you a pass on
Doing
the
the
wash,
right thing,
but
dude.
dry.
You did the right
Dry.
thing.
I
I
throw
was
it,
gonna give you a
throw
pass,
it in the
bro.
dryer.
My belts
Check this out.
are usually long enough
It's-
that if it shrinks, it's no
It's
big
like
deal.
worked like heat shrink.
That's
Those
good.
stripes aren't coming off.
Yeah. It kind of goes both ways because it also if it gets really wet, it can come off. It just depends on the tape
Really,
that you're using.
no,
It's
man,
not-
that's high quality promotion tape.
yeah. There you go. Shout out to Felipe
That thing's
and
great.
Sophia
Yep.
spending them dollars on the good tape.
That's it.
Yep.
First of all, so you shouldn't wash your belt, but
What are you talking
we've
about?
talked about that on many episodes.
Listen, every guest that I
You are a
interviewed,
white belt.
every
You don't need to
guest,
be
no,
washing your
no.
It's got to stay white.
Every single guest that I interviewed during the quarantine, of course, I was by myself every time. Everyone said
That's pandering.
to wash. They were washing their belts anyway.
They're pandering to you.
And anyway, they were washing their belts anyway.
Yeah.
But now it's even more reason to the quarantine. There was a couple of times you when you left, it always came up as you left. We're like, but
Yeah.
so you don't think any differently about washing your belt now with all this coronavirus? Come on, man.
Did you
Come
wash your-
on,
did you
man.
wash your
Come
belt?
on.
First of all, You probably
Junior,
shouldn't be training if that's your biggest concern is, oh my God, I got to go home and wash my belt because Corona.
It's not the biggest concern. It's just common sense. You wash your underwear, I hope. You're going to wash that shirt eventually.
I also swim in a puddle of other people's sweat and blood.
Yeah, but there's, you know.
But
And then you go home and you wash it.
Oh, you mean training?
Yeah. You ever heard of this little thing called staph?
Exactly. You go
How
home
about,
and
how
wash
about
it.
MRSA? You ever heard of MRSA?
Yes, I have.
That's where you're going to get it.
Or
so
staph.
Don't be a crybaby.
Man, I'm just.
Stop washing your
Nobody's crying.
I'm gonna respect you as my younger elder.
Okay.
You're younger than me,
Okay.
even though he looks way older than me. I
Keep
mean,
thinking that.
look at these
Keep
guys.
thinking that.
He's younger than me, but he outranks me. You're wrong.
By a little bit.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You need to wash
Hey,
your.
we'll
You
agree
should
to
wash your
disagree.
belt.
We agree,
Agree
to disagree.
You should be washing your
That's the
belt.
beauty of living in America.
Yeah.
You could choose not to wash it. I respect that you don't wash your
Are you washing your face mask that you wear out?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
No,
Do you,
no.
you don't wash it. Do you use
Like
disposable?
nobody,
Have you
nobody
worn-
else does. You know why? Because I want that moisture to build up in my mask and become mold.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not washing my belt because I don't know any better. Kind of like wearing my gloves at the same time and talking on the phone.
Yeah.
So,
The glove thing
Wearing
is weird.
what? What?
you haven't seen people wearing their gloves talking on their phone?
The gloves
yeah,
is
I understand.
is I haven't worn gloves yet.
You don't think the gloves is just as stupid as wearing a mask?
Oh, wait till you start going to see houses.
Because that's the next thing that you're going to be mandated to wear.
Yep.
Gloves.
And if it meant, even if there was a 1% chance that it saved one life, that doesn't.
That you wear gloves? Save them from what? From
You wouldn't
pneumonia?
want, I have a heart condition. You wouldn't
pneumonia?
want to do everything that you could do to save me, to make sure that I didn't get sick.
Honestly?
Wait, don't answer that. Next question. Next question. Just pull a card. Don't let him answer that.
He's not washing his belt.
Bo, I do not appreciate you laughing. I can hear you from over here. I do not appreciate you laughing.
Do not edit that. Put that on a continuous loop so that I can play that on my Instagram. Go to IG. You're going to get that for free, folks. All right. What would be the creepiest thing you could say? Again, let's go back. Let's premise this with.
Yeah.
As it relates to
jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
What would be the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street?
So maybe why you got him in
Submitting somebody. Let's
submitting
use submit.
somebody.
We
Well,
looked at
we've
this one
talked
before.
about this, right?
Yeah. I have
yeah,
mine.
yeah.
I have mine that my old coach
Yeah.
used to say. But go ahead. What's the creepiest thing that you could say to somebody while submitting them?
They put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's I really don't know what the creepiest
my coach. He used to really do this. Now he said he used to do it in like competition in other places, but we did it in the gym and it became a joke. Is especially if you had a choke, he used to say, "Oh no, it was the omoplata." Because the omoplata, because then you're leaning up
and
to
you have
the
to
ear.
whisper in their ear.
Yeah, he goes, and then you whisper because it was
Yeah.
like, okay, now go forward and whisper in their ear. He just goes, "I like your panties." That was his.
Okay.
Mine would be,
With the PG theme, let's keep it PG.
Okay. I'll tell your wife you said hello.
That's weird.
That's
Yeah,
not PG.
No, is
That's
that
not
it?
PG,
No?
folks.
Yeah, that might get
This
that
is a
guy
dark
to like
humor sport.
rage out of that. That dude's raging out of that submission. Real
Is your
quick.
name Jody?
Yeah, I knew it.
Go ahead. Give me that card before you mix it in with the
yeah.
rest.
No, it's right there.
Okay.
but pick one.
Oh, here.
All right, he's got to answer this one.
I don't know, man. I'd probably say something like, "Does this feel good to you? Because it feels good to me."
Oh, ooh, hey. Right, you
Yeah.
rolling by candlelight over there.
Yeah, followed by a light.
Ooh. How do we do this one as it relates to jiu-jitsu? Okay, I guess maybe like what's your fear? Okay. What's your recurring nightmare?
Jiu-jitsu wise.
So as it relates to jiu-jitsu, like I guess what scares you? What's one thing that you don't want to happen? What's your jiu-jitsu nightmare? What's your recurring jiu-jitsu nightmare?
For real, probably not getting better. Like if
Okay.
you're just stagnant, because I've experienced that too, where it's just like.
Well, you
you're just
think
like,
you have, because you're judging yourself.
Yeah.
But you haven't. You're always getting better.
Buddha. Spit
always
that
get better.
knowledge right there, Buddha.
Hey, Buddha,
You better
might
clip that.
I
bro.
maybe. I
Nasty.
like the nickname you've called me, Buddha. I'll take that one.
I feel humbled.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
But that would be my biggest fear probably.
We've had that discussion
Not
before,
getting better.
where you you have gotten better where it's been like you don't feel it. It's like watching paint dry. You don't see it getting dry. It's drying, but it's.
I got you. Grass grow.
What's the question?
What's your biggest nightmare?
Why would you think it's okay to not wash your belt? Oh no. What's your recurring nightmare?
That people keep washing their belt.
All these clean belts in my face.
No. I would say. I would say.
What is
I was
that?
going to say the opposite. Actually, I was going to say my recurring nightmare is Junior's belt hitting me in the face.
Hey, speaking of pet peeves, right? Do not douse your gi with Downy.
Or cologne.
Why not?
Cologne. Have you gotten the cologne?
You don't douse with Downy. I mean,
Dude,
it's just like it goes in the wash.
Have you gotten the cologne guy on open
not
mat
with
yet?
your gi.
Have you gotten the guy who puts cologne on his
I don't
gi?
know. I might have been that. Like I'll throw a little act, but
Why?
if I come home, if I'm able to, if I like was coming out of work when we actually went to work,
I shower.
I come home,
take a nap,
usually take a nap, shower, and then get dressed and go. So. Jason said something to me one time. He was just like, "You always smell good, Milton." He said something like that to me.
Downy
but
fresh,
in the
baby.
car, I have like for going pre-gym or pre or post-gym was I'd have an Axe body spray in the car.
Yeah.
It's a man wipe.
You are
It's a
that
man
guy.
wipe.
I'm talking about like Versace baby blue jeans or.
No, I really, I've had the opposite of somebody who's just like, "Wow, do you know that you need to take a shower?"
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody do it like a Kimura and your head's between?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking. We trained that.
That's the worst when you drill. When somebody's got
ass?
swamp ass and you're drilling with them and you got to be in and out of that move,
Dude.
constantly.
Time out.
I don't know.
Time out,
I don't know if
coach.
this was off
Wait.
of-
I'm just sitting on
Time
your
out,
head.
coach.
They got your head locked in, and then you just got to drill.
Yep.
Go ahead, drill the movement.
Hey, coach, am I doing it right? Am I doing that right,
hey,
coach?
What? Yeah, just sitting on your head. Oh my God, please. That has happened.
That was literally Thursday.
Nice.
I came in, and I go up to one of the blue belts, and I was like, "Hey man, I just had a ton of barbecue before coming here."
You said this?
I said
Or
that.
he said that?
I said that to him.
Okay.
I go, "Hey man, I had a ton of barbecue coming here."
Were you scared you're gonna fart or what?
No, I was just like, "Man, my belly's so full."
All right. So what was? Tell me again the question here. What? It's my
The
recurring
question was,
nightmare.
what's your recurring nightmare?
To hear something snap.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, snap or pop.
That's a good one.
Right?
Like you
Like-
hurt you
like
hurt
I
a
don't-
friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that you don't
Like-
want to hurt a friend.
Or on myself.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, yeah,
like
you too.
I've felt that pop.
The knee. It did, and we just said like, pops.
Yeah.
You don't really think there's anything wrong in that moment, but it's gonna come get you later. You know.
Knees and elbows.
Yeah.
Shoulders. You
Elbow.
gotta prevent
Knees,
shoulders.
elbows, what is that?
Head,
song?
shoulders, knees, and toes.
There you go. Yeah.
So you
know
kind
who's
of
got little
you can
kids.
prevent some other ones, but
Yeah.
I think the knee is very susceptible, especially like in a heel hook,
Yeah.
right? And all the variations of being in
Yeah.
a heel hook.
I wish they
Which can
changed the name. That heel hook, man, it's just like a knee murderer.
happen. Yeah.
You know,
That's why you
what it
shouldn't
should-
do
that's
that.
what it
That's
should be
why you
called.
shouldn't
You got to
do,
learn it, and then they
leg
name it
locks.
after you, and then you can call it that.
yeah.
So you understand how the move works, right?
What's your did we answer
That
this
was
one?
it? Yeah, we
there,
did.
There was a little break. Keep on going back. Did I answer that?
You did.
What was
I
my
believe
answer?
you
Who's
did.
up? Who's up?
I don't know.
We only got 5 left. 6
Go
left.
ahead. Go ahead, Miguel.
Your biggest nightmare. What was your biggest nightmare?
I don't know. I don't remember because I don't think I answered it.
Stay tuned. We'll find out. If you could undo one moment in your life, what would it be? So
Jiu-jitsu
if you could,
related.
yeah, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
That
we got a
time you
lot of
asked me if
regret.
can I go 100%?
Yeah, that probably should be. That one should be mine.
That led you right to this moment right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome to the podcast,
If I
brother.
could- thank you very much. If I could undo one moment in my jiu-jitsu life, what would it be?
If I could undo one moment. Undo one moment?
You know, there was one time I got heated. I
know.
got heated one time, but I learned from it. But like, I wish I would have never done it. I even went home that night and I was like, oh, I can't wait till the next time I roll with that guy. I went in there with bad intentions, and I take that back. Yeah.
No, man, I can't. Off the top of my head, I'm kind of.
You could undo one moment in your life, in your
regrets.
jiu-jitsu life. What would you do? Just a tattoo. Show it. No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Again, there's half of me that wants to go, hell no. I would never undo it, but it was bad form on my part, and I felt like I disappointed my coach when I got into that little scrap with Alex. We were supposed to be flowing, and
Big Alex?
Alex doesn't flow.
Or little Alex?
Haircut Barber Alex.
Got it.
What's up, Alex? I still love you,
Adult
brother.
Alex. That's my boy.
He threw up he's a triangle guy. He threw up the triangle.
Boy,
it was supposed to be catch and release. You just throw it, go like real soft, just keep on moving. It was Adolfo. Shout out to Adolfo for his fight to win.
Victory.
His
Nice.
Fight to win. Congrats,
man,
Adolfo.
Adolfo.
Yep, we love you, brother. He was running the class. It was a very small class. It was only like 4 of us, so it was like our role was just swapping back and forth, but it was complete flow, catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. Alex threw up a triangle, tried to murder me. Stupid me. There was no tapping. We're supposed to catch and release, so why am I going to tap? And then I didn't tap. And then I got out. No, I got out of it. And then I was on the bottom, and I kind of threw up a kick, threw it like a little up kick. And he was like, what's wrong? I was like, catch and release. I wish I would have just let it go. It would have been easier just to tap. And, he went harder. I wasn't going to tap. And it was tight, but I wasn't going to go out. It's just like the angle. I saw the room closed in a little bit, but not all the way. And then I got out, and then I got pissed off. So it was a matter of I lost my cool. And I'm the higher belt, and I should have known better. And then Adolfo was like, he tried to break it up, and then he made me roll. He's like, come on, get it out. Let's go. And then Adolfo wanted to roll. He was like making me roll to get the aggression out, which was a good idea. And but if I could take that back, I would take that day back. I should have just tapped. I think he probably, I don't know. I'm not in his head, but I think he probably regrets that day too. So that's my answer.
No regrets.
No regrets.
You guys cried it out, hugged it out.
Yeah, what happened?
Never. No, really. It's just one of those ignore each
faded.
other for a while.
Yeah. You guys,
we didn't talk in the gym for a while.
You guys give each other your Puerto Rican pound?
Yeah, no.
Puerto Rican pound,
no, he
brothers,
didn't.
right?
We wound up, just coach kept us apart. When it came to rolling, I'd say hello. Pretty much, I would say hello. He would say hello. Kind of, stay away from each other. Definitely didn't roll. Didn't partner up.
It was cordial.
And then it was a new coach. I forget who it was. It was a new coach had come in and matched us up.
Aaron?
I don't think it was Aaron. And somebody matched us up.
I missed
and
that
it was
guy.
I think maybe it was Aaron, Professor Aaron, and he didn't know. And Felipe was there. But Felipe didn't say Felipe. I remember seeing his face and it was just like, I think I kind of gave him like the don't worry, I'm not gonna be an a-hole, and we rolled and it was kind of, and we both, and you know what, for what we were supposed to be doing, we rolled respectfully.
Good.
Nobody tried to get.
He didn't say, you better not try nothing.
No. But I'll tell you what, though.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Or he has an incredible triangle. He gets
flow.
a lot of people with it.
He's very fluid.
He's never been able to check me off yet.
You done 100% flow? 100% flow?
You are the check mark guy, Alex, that we always talk about. The air check when he taps you for the first time. He has not been able to do that check mark yet. I don't believe so.
He has a got him list.
He has a guy. He has a
got him.
Yeah, he just goes check, and I forgot what I was gonna say. We rolled respectfully. We've been fine. Then we talk and chat, and we rolled like pretty light. But I was gonna say that I always when I rolled with him, I would always put myself in positions where, like I said with you before, where you throw up those quick arm bars, where I know that I can't be too close to him because he goes for that triangle. So my way of rolling with him just changed. I just wouldn't get even anywhere close to that. Definitely, Just I learned how to
stay away from
not
that.
roll, just to stay away from it. Waiting for that check mark, Alex.
So is that the last one? Was that the last one for that question?
What's
that? The last one for that question? Did we answer?
That's it. We're both telling us to wrap it up. We've gone a little long, and with the new equipment, we got to make sure we've only got a couple of minutes. So let's get through the housekeeping real quick, guys. So thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Mel.
This was cool. I had a lot of fun answering these questions.
these
We'll
were
do this
fun.
again. So once again, thank you to Fightback CBD. I'm going to go through this real quick. Thank you to Fightback CBD. You can use code JJD for 15% off your order at fightbackcbd.com. Check out the podcast store, jujitsudummies.shop. You get 10% off your order with code JJD, and we also do free shipping on orders over $50. All right. Anyone out there that wants to work with us, shoot us a message. Just find us everywhere at Jiu Jitsu Dummies, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, everywhere, Twitter. You can also shoot us an email at info@jujitsudummies, either with questions about the show, questions you want us to answer on the show, or if you maybe want to suggest, a guest, maybe your coach, something cool that's going on, or even the next
Guest.
the next scholarship winner.
Oh, yeah.
All right. If you'd like to support the show, right, there's a couple of ways to support us. You can go to patreon.com/Jiu-Jitsu Dummies. You can join. You would pledge as little as $5 a month, and you're entered to win 2 drawings of at least $100 every month. So we're giving away $200+ of product in 2 separate giveaways, right? And we also, any listeners who submit questions, they're in that raffle pool.
Right.
Awesome.
Shout out to our current podcast patrons. I was giving away a bunch of stuff. This guy, this gentleman, Sean Robinson, had reached out, said, "Hey, my boys could use that. I think his sons." I sent him some packages, and he gave us a donation on Patreon. So I appreciate you, Sean. I think your packages got delivered earlier this week. So shout out to Sean Robinson, Frank House, Liam Berg, Wolseley Rivera, Boa Athletics, and you can check them out at Boa_Athletics on Instagram. Michael Pixley Jr., Jason Smiley, Eric Perkins, Britt Tover, James Fisher, CJ Carroll, Mission 22, Chuck Reddoor, and Roberto Santiago. Those are all of our podcast patrons. We appreciate you. You can check me out at Uncle Milty BJJ on Instagram.
Oh, at MLJRICO at Instagram.
That's Miguel and Junior. You can get you on Instagram.
At J Vega Jr. Jr. spelled out JUNIOR.
Okay, if you want to check out the Jiu Jitsu Dummies Foundation, you can find us on IG at the JJD Foundation, on Twitter at the JJ Dummies FDN, and again, the GoFundMe is in the link in the description on any of our podcasts, but it's GoFundMe.com/F/Jiu Jitsu Dummies, or just search Jiu Jitsu Dummies on GoFundMe. So again, thank you guys. I think that's it. I had to do that real quick because we're running out of time.
Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
Last shout
Thank
out.
you to everybody.
Last shout
Bridger,
out.
you are incredible. You're awesome. Go ahead. You got a shout
Mauricio
out?
and Gabriel.
That's right.
Mauricio,
Shout
thank you,
out.
thank you for not
Coming.
showing up and ruining the shot. Thank you very much, brother.
Shout
we
out.
appreciate
Alrighty.
you. Take care, everybody.
Thank you,
Woo,
guys.
us.
Take it easy, everybody.
In the books.
All right, guys.